2064. The world population is now approaching 10 billion. A century ago, when NPLS was founded, it was 3.3 billion, and by 2014 had already reached 7.2 billion. In 2014, there were almost a billion people aged over 60. In 2064, there are 2 billion, forecast to rise to 3 billion by 2100. Despite advances in technology, there's been a decline in agricultural production, and the people of Earth are struggling to find food. Despite attempts to market renewable energy, power is scarce, and nuclear fusion seems more elusive than ever. Computing power, however, continues to advance, and digital life and real life blend seamlessly. A system known as the MeCloud uses high-quality 3D computer-generated environments to allow people to live their lives online, socializing and doing business from the comfort of their own homes. Life-sized avatars are connected to the user nervous system, allowing the MeCloud to convey a movement as subtle as the blink of an eye. In a hard new world where technology is the essence of life, the reigning computing giants collaborated on constructing a virtual facsimile of human consciousness itself. This program is funded by the United Nations Organization, UNO. The intergovernmental organization established in 2024 after the disaster, a series of political catastrophes around the globe. The UNO is, in effect, a universal government, communicating from its base in Wellington, New Zealand. UNO has addressed population growth and resource shortages by downloading the consciousness of the elderly and frail to the MeCloud, so that individuals can interact remotely with friends and family, but their physical resource demands are terminated. The scheme is now compulsory for all those over 70, with plans to reduce this by 1 year every 5 years to 2100. Liberal Judaism has survived this barrage of technological breakthroughs by continuing as an active force for good in the lives of Jewish individuals, families, and communities. Followers particularly value the additional rites of passage ceremonies the faith now offers. Chip insertion 8 days after birth, the starting work ceremony at 13, and now the Go Gentle ceremony for those entering the MeCloud.
You've played your part, shown love and thought, raised us to follow what we're taught. You proved you care, shown us support, opened your arms when we're distraught. We trust you so completely, we'll always love you by and by. You make our days so easy. You say
gentle ceremony, here to honour Joel and Sarah. Joel and Sarah will be taken from us physically, but we know that they will live on without our mortal coil. Joel, would you like to recite your poem now?
This is something from Raymond Carver, which I felt to be particularly poignant. And did you get what you wanted from this life, even so? I did. And what did you want? To call myself beloved, to feel myself beloved on the earth. Well, we won't miss you at all, I don't think, because we're going to be seeing you every day. We're moving on to make our contribution to the future of the planet, to your futures. But we feel that now is the right time to tell you all how much we love you and how much we always will. We may not have a physical presence anymore, but we'll still be there to nag and scold, and to love and to share. And we still want to hear your news and all your gossip.
Sarah?
Yes, well, I'm completely with Joel on this one, especially as I've chosen to enter the me cloud ahead of my allotted time, so that I can be with my beloved husband. I will still be here for you, so don't think that Bubba and Zeta aren't watching. I like this poem. For me, it sums up what's about to happen. The tide recedes, yet leaves behind bright seashells on the sand. The sun goes down, but gentle warmth still lingers on the land. The music stops, and yet it echoes on in sweet refrains. For every joy that passes, something beautiful remains.
Friends, we are gathered here today for a tribute of affection and respect to Joel and Sarah as they go forward into their Go Gentle ceremony. Though they will be taken from us physically, they will live on as normal, virtually, in the me cloud. No longer is death the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, as Shakespeare said. No, now it's an adventure for them to discover together in a virtual world of peace and plenty. It is a vast expanse for them to explore, or it is a mere click away from those whom they love most dearly. I'd like to now present a short vid clip put together especially for Joel and Sarah by the UNO. And watch out for some familiar faces out there in the me cloud.
The Untied Me Cloud, the trip of an eternal lifetime, free from earthly burdens. Enter a world with infinite possibilities, and live a life without boundaries, guided only by your imagination. Meet those who have gone before on equal terms, unmediated by technologies.
Every day there are myriad new experiences and events to share in the Avatar-only MeCloud community.
Our portal park is your launchpad to fantastic new experience.
To the infinite meadow of flowers.
The sands of golden time.
The ranges of silver dreams.
The ocean of unmissable possibilities and more.
And for Joel and Sarah and the family, here's a message from Great Uncle Noam and Great Aunt Bella.
Hello there, family, and especially those who never take the trouble to keep up, even though we're only one thought click away. But that's fine, because frankly, I'm too busy having such a wonderful time to worry about anything. Wait to get to my age, you won't know what a miracle it is to have no pain anywhere. No pills, no doctors, no worry about where the next meal's coming from. Nothing. Now, Bella, my beautiful Bella, also wants to have a word. I don't know why.
Oh, hush, dear. Hello, my darlings. Auntie Bella here. It's true, this me cloud really is amazing. Have you ever seen Noam looking so happy? We're so busy and we love being busy, and there's so many friends and relatives that we never thought we'd get to kibitz with ever again. And here we are trying to put your world to rights. You almost forget it's for the good of the planet. Oh, Sarah, you'll love it here. You can have your hair done any way you want, any colour. And Joel and Sarah will meet you at the portal park when you arrive. And in no time you'll be too busy to worry whether anyone has thought clicked you.
On the trip of an eternal lifetime.
That didn't sound like Bella. She was always so high-minded, so involved in human and human robotic rights. And did you see those outfits they were wearing? I can't imagine how many credits for clothing that they used up for those. She was never interested in things. I don't remember her ever being so material.
Well, no, I mean, he was always a bit of a miserable so. But if the me cloud has cheered him up a bit, even made him into a mensch maybe, that's fine with me.
Well, I don't even recognise Uncle Noam. He was always like a sort of rebel oldie. Now look at him. And Auntie Bella, she was so great. Thought all I know about virtual protest. Since when was she a fashion queen? Shut up, Hannah. People are looking at you.
And now we'll welcome the little ones who've made a banner in honour of Joel and Sarah, and it's beautiful. How lovely. Thank you, children, that's wonderful. Let us stand. Now we are about to sing the anthem of the UNO, our beloved and aptly named United Nations Organization. Where you're going. That is the end of our Go Gentle ceremony, and it only remains for me to wish everyone a hearty long life.
Long life.
Long life. The family would like to extend an invitation to you to join them in the hall for refreshments, relaxation and cheer.
it's not as if we'll ever see you anymore. And you'll be able to see us too. We'll be there to watch the kids growing up. And you can always speak to us about anything. Well, as much as you do now, in fact. All we'll be doing is removing our physical burden from you and the world.
But we won't really be able to hug you or kiss you. You won't really be there. Sherry's right, and Lee has no way to say. And who's going to make Friday Night Horror? I love your horror. Or chicken soup. Oh, that I won't miss. Well, I guess we did. Let's see if you're ready. Don't fight, you two. Can't you call it for just a couple of hours? Just a couple of hours before we say goodbye to Grandma and Grandpa.
At least we'll still be able to watch Arsenal United together.
Grandma, I still don't understand. Where do you go when you go to the meat club? I mean, where is it? Where are you? I bet.
Hanya, don't bother your grandma now, darling. We're celebrating.
I bet it's like walking through the shimmer in the centre of a stargate. Or maybe there's like a wormhole that takes you in.
Children, stop being so silly. We've all got avatars in the meat cloud.
Exactly. Just that Grandma and Grandpa will only be avatars.
So what happens to their actual body?
Oh, hush, Hanya, we're trying to have a party here. Now, why don't all you kids stop being so morbid? We've probably blown a year's worth of food credits between us to give Grandma and Grandpa a send-off to remember.
But will they remember it? Is the avatar really you? Will they even be real enough to have memories?
And you still haven't answered her question. What happens to their actual bodies? She's trying to ask what none of you want to talk about. What's the point of us learning the Ten Commandments anymore? Number 6, thou shalt not kill. Ring any bells?
Calm down. Let off your cheek, Jared. Can't you see you're upsetting your grandparents and spoiling their special day? Children, what your grandparents do now, they're doing out of love for you, so that when you grow up, you won't have to suffer the hardship that they did.
We really do want to do the best for the whole family. We have to look to you for the future, your future, children.
And don't forget, once they get to the meat cloud, for Max's mum and dad, illness and food shortages will be just a bad dream.
Abby and Caleb are right. Look, of course, I don't want you not to be here in the flesh, large as life, and twice as ugly as they say.
Well, I like that.
Let me cheer.
But surely this is better than nothing. We all have to die sometime.
Now look here, you youngins. The point you're missing is that we're all guaranteed a new sort of life, free from pain and full of joy. Now that's something to look forward to, isn't it?
And these avatars, they're so real and so lifelike now, they're much more important than the old-fashioned Skype calls my parents had to make.
Absolutely right.
And frankly, once the little ones go out to work, the house will be so empty, and I'll be bored and so lonely without them. The only way is meat cloud.
Spot on, Dina. If I think of all those years of loneliness since my dear Bracha died, and they tell me that up there there's a me friend specially designed, destined, just for me.
Look, it's the law, and we have to follow the law. There is no getting away from the fact that shortages are a fact of life. There's no getting away from that. And we have to make our contribution to that.
Grandpa's right, you know. And you are being a little bit selfish, aren't you? Isn't it better for us to do this now than wait until we get ill and dependent?
Don't go. Please, Grandma and Grandpa. find you? A place where you won't be able to push me on the swings anymore. A place where I can't sit on your lap anymore. A place where you won't be able to babysit. To cuddle the new puppy. Take me to the real zoo.
Now, children, don't get so carried away. We're not going for ages yet.
We've got a couple of years to go yet. And that puppy will be an old dog by the time we're ready to go.
But I don't ever want you to go. No, never ever.
Oh, that's right, sweetheart. We'll have a good few years before you start work. And then we'll have some fun.
Yeah, but when I do start work, I want you to be there for me when I get home. Please don't go, Grandpa. I need you so much.
Don't worry, there. I shall still be here for you.
I want a grandma I can touch and hold. How can they tell me that you're just too old? I want a grandpa I can see and touch. How can they tell me that I want too much? Why won't you tell us what we want to know? We're begging you, please don't go. We're begging you, please don't go.
I'm exhausted. No fun working at all then?
I'll have you know they just appointed me as Human Resources Director. Stephen says I'm a boy like her.
Oh, Stephen. Well, the last house we visited today had their wet space literally flooded. The vacuum dryers were packed up and it took us nearly an hour to drain all the water.
That's right. We were in it right up to our knees. We only got home about half an hour ago. It's just ridiculous.
Well, I'd rather be marching around in my wellies for an afternoon, being paid on commission, rather than teaching some old wizzy twirl how to work his home alternator.
What's a whizzy twirl?
What you see is totally worthless in real life.
Was that the guy whose 3D rendering copy of what's in his store copy? Oh, he was sweet. I got his Ultimaker to make proper copy rather than instant. Got ya! Told you I'd win! Oh, rubbish. You know it's all just luck. Stop it. You're hurting each other. I hate it when you play dirty. Wow, Lynette. That was amazing. How did you do that? By cheating. That's how. Well, I like that. I did not cheat. Did! Didn't! Did! Didn't! No! Eden! Lynette! Keep your Jedi mind tricks to yourself. Talk about hard work, looking after this lot.
All right, everyone in a circle, come on. Right, I know you older ones have had a hard day at work, but now you guys just need to relax and we'll just have a calm discussion. Is that okay? Good. Well, at least you have no homework to worry about. Everything you need to know is a simple click of your input, eh? So, this week's Next Order meeting at the Goldstein Centre is another discussion about our life cycle series. This week, we're going to be talking about the Me Clouds. Put your hands up if you know exactly what the Me Cloud is. And who can tell us about the Avatar-only Me Clouds? Elliot, why don't you tell us?
The Avatar-only Me Cloud is a system implemented by UNO in 2040. It is originally marketed in the form of euthanasia for the terminally ill. It is now compulsory for those over 17 above.
Yes, excellent. Now, has anybody here had a family member downloaded into the Me Clouds? Eden,
grandparents? Yes. My grandpa Toby and my grandpa Mark Aaron are there. The avatars are so weird, sort of spaced out, you know what I'm saying? It's so unfair. They're humans like anybody else, or they were. Why should they just be chucked into some computer? I bet you know roads don't have to be downloaded. You're so right, Eden. I bet your grandparents will be there for you when you go to work. Ours were. Great and thankful.
Kids' schools generally do have it embedded, thanks to a new permanent listening program. I just put a temporary jammer in. So, does anybody know why the UNO has introduced this download for older avatar prototypes, so-called OAPs? Tui?
It's because there are so few resources, isn't it? If people weren't such pigs, there would still be enough. There's not enough water, no food, no...
Good point, Tui. Anyway.
Isn't it better? Are we really valuing people over stuff? Surely it's better to have more human beings than things.
Well, it's a complicated issue, Mania. You know that people are physically terminated, yes? Well, does that seem at odds with anything you learn for your bar and bar mitzvahs and for Kabbalah to God?
The sixth commandment, thou shalt not kill.
Oh, and the fifth, honour your father and mother so that you may live long in the land the Eternal has given you. Live long, it's a bit of a giveaway.
Right. What do you kids think of that?
Well, I don't really get why other people, our parents and grandparents, just buy into UNO's worldview without even questioning it.
Well, I don't think we have any answers. But does anybody here think there might have some good alternatives?
Well, here's an idea I kicked around with some mates. We should get people talking about what's instead of the meat crab.
That's a good point, Alia.
Yeah, we could try and involve folk from other faiths. Chris of Islam, United Methodist Church, the Jedi, anyone who has a reason, a spiritual reason for rejecting the meat crab.
We work together and share what we know. With all who hate the meat cloud to find the UNO. If we work, we can work. Let's all work together. Say grandma and grandpa, make everyone proud. We'll find strength in numbers, we'll do it out loud. If we work, we can work. Let's all work together. Find our little ones, give us a wave. Please don't tell your parents, you'll have to be brave. Can you keep our secrets together? We promise we won't say a word, but we can't forget the things we've heard. But we're not old enough yet. We're learning from you, we'll know what to do. Yes, we'll we can keep the secret together. So let's come together, we must make a start. The task we may not finish, yet we'll play our part. If we work, we can work. Let's all work together. Out to others that appeal to their hearts. Stand up and be counted, defy all their dictats. If we join, we can join. Let's all join together. If we join, we can join. Let's all join together.
But it won't work, because so many of those guys get to benefit from it. Apart from those who get terminated.
And anyway, they've almost certainly got spies in the movement.
Oh, you're so depressing, Elliot. Such a wuss.
Charlotte, Since you're always...
Okay, guys. Check it. I have a proposition to make. There's a place just below the surface of Baker Street Station, a sort of underground city. Nobody there has a working engine.
But we all have it. They had to get one when you're born.
No. These guys, they're all dissidents and rebels. They're like massive computer geeks. Between them, I guess they should have the tech skills to shut down the whole media. I'm afraid it's too late for those grandparents that have already been terminated. But we might be able to save your grandparents.
No way.
But why the hell haven't they done anything about it?
Good point.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We've got to try and persuade Grandma and Grandpa to come. She was right, we've got to get them away from whatever's waiting for them. Oh, I can't bear it.
Are you kidding? They wouldn't want to do anything illegal. Perhaps they're right. It might be really dangerous. Oh, come on. Grandpa would love the whole underground thing.
Yeah, and how much more dangerous can it get than being terminated so that you're nothing but a spooky avatar like poor Uncle Noah and Uncle Bella?
Whoa.
Slow down. Jared, Tanya, how did we get there anyway?
Well, of course, by definition, it's hidden underground. It's off-grid, so you can't take the bus, obviously, or even the underground. However, I do know of a man who seems to have heard from a vicar that there seems to be some sort of support and stuff from the various religions. That may even be the way some to survive off-grid. Why don't you guys go and talk to your grandparents? I'll talk to a couple of my contacts to see what I can do to slip in the meet with someone. Let's say some on guard are going out and coming in.
Let's go together, let's go underground. My grandma and grandpa will try to talk them round. We will try, we must try to do it together. Dear grandma and grandpa, we're here to ask for your trust. You know we care, so please we're begging you just let us show you how to disappear now.
My darlings, we cannot be missed. You don't understand, we're on the list.
But Joel is now all too clear. The children are right. Let's jump out of sight. We're going together.
The underground, it's not quite the adventure
For which we both were bound, still we'll go. Yes, let's go.
We're all going together. We're all going together. We're leaving tonight. We're heading down to Sutton. We will put up a fight. Yes, we'll fight. Yes, we'll fight. We will fight together.
Yes, we'll fight. Yes, we'll fight.
We'll all fight together.
Welcome to Subter. This is the tagging area. We have to make sure that you have not been followed, then you will be safe, as long as you keep your heads down. Not that anyone at Subter particularly cares what's up. We get so many people drifting in and out. We don't know where they come from or where they go. And it's not our business to wonder.
But I don't understand how anyone survives here. Once you've disappeared, you know, they just look off you in chip. You're as good as non-existent. The other parts of you can't buy food,
If only it were that easy. We've got plenty of cyber guys who can do that. But we have to keep a step of UNO. We mostly survive on secret donations from various religious groups who think it's their duty.
I've never heard of liberal Judaism, should you say?
We think fewer the people know, the easier it is to keep under UNO's radar.
But I still don't get it. If you're all here because you're against the UNO and everything that it stands for, then why haven't you come together as a proper opposition?
Yeah, I bet you've got the crypto power to infiltrate any system and bring it down.
You ask far too many questions. As I said, if only it were that easy. We do not promote collective will to do anything, let alone take on UNO. Thanks to the Force-In chip, we have limited access to the net services. We aim to preserve the status quo.
Status quo? Hardly, Cypher. You so-called first among equals use that force to maintain your status of power, rather than sharing out resources, don't you?
You're well named, Aniko. I wash my hands of the lot of you. I wouldn't hang around here long if I were you. Unexpected persons in tagging area.
Thanks for the introduction. I'm Aniko, as Cypher said, and this is my mother, Decidia. The rule here is that every man is an island, and woman, of course. Most people here, for whatever reason, just don't seem to want to communicate with anyone else. They would rather be alone. Oh, and they may talk to people now and again, but they never did you visit with them again. There's something about the atmosphere here that just stops people from being social beings.
But you're not like that.
Yeah, some of us are here because we disagree with UNO rather than UNO disagreeing with us. We are in the minority. Even Aniko's father stayed above ground.
So is there anyone here who can help us stop the Avatar-only meat cloud?
Well, we can.
You,
How can you help?
in a previous life, Aniko and I worked for Sarpedon at Minda, Ministry of Defence. We thought we had a meeting of minds to persuade those in power to find a better political solution against the shortages
And to slip in some malware to give us unauthorized access to the system and hold up the Avatar-only program.
How wrong could we be about Sarpedon and the rest of them? The cowards.
So Mother and I have been coming up with our own little idea. The software patch that will stop the automatic in-chip cut-off happening at the Avatar-only moment. But this can only be achieved if the small groups are willing to enter the V-Cloud as false, unregistered avatars to bypass the security system. And if you're up for it, I'll gladly guide you.
Look, it's very dangerous. It's potentially fatal. Why do you think that we haven't got a group up to do it ourselves yet? Aniko, I'm not ready to let you go. And if I were your parents, I wouldn't be encouraging you either. And there's another reason why we haven't tried it yet. Even if you go, even if you succeed, we haven't managed to think it through properly yet. What do you do with all the people that don't become avatars only? Yes, they'll be alive like us, but then there'll be thousands of non-persons walking around to deal with.
So there's no chance of success. We're just a nuisance anyway.
How can we let you risk your lives for us?
Well, as they say, the world is a very narrow bridge. The important thing is not to be afraid.
Came here together to fight for our aid, to hit back at the meat cloud, although you are afraid. But I know, yes I know, you must do it together, but you all so terribly small.
Are we fighting to go full saboteur?
Yes! Yes!
Yes, I suppose so. Yes.
We're so proud of you all. Terrified for you, but so proud.
He taught us everything we know.
Oh, I suppose I'll have to let you two go, son, but I'll still be here for you all, digi-steering the incursion.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Goodbye, Mother. Laters!
Welcome to this meeting of COBRA, Covert Operations Branch of the Regional Assembly. I know we all know each other, but for the record and for the digicording, please state your name and rank. I shall start. UNO Security Chief Skiller.
Kyram, Director of SAS, that's Stealth and Safety.
My name is Sarpedon. I'm Permanent Under-Secretary of State for Defence, and I must admit to being somewhat in awe being in such august company.
Thank you, thank you. Now, we are here to discuss the threat to the stability and the security of the UNO, potentially arising from an insurgency in Subter. Stirred up no small part by those young non-conformists from what I can only describe as a religious splinter group.
I'd just like to say that because all the religious groups are under strict observation, we are helping their religious leaders to reinterpret the teachings of their faith so that they are aligned more with UNO's view of the world. And let's face it, religion is terribly helpful in managing the Into the Me Cloud project.
Indeed, with the help of the various religious leaders, we seem to have done a good job getting the Me Cloud generation to forget any facts that become inconvenient. All this is indispensable to our project. So what's the current status according to Humint and Signet reports?
We know that most of Subter has no idea that we control them through the city, all the visitors. And they are also unaware that through our undercover anarchy agents, we prevent the inhabitants from banding together. And so far as we can tell, the few religious leaders that we allow to have some illegal credits for food and power for lighting and water purification have no idea that we control their field of operation.
Excellent. It suits everyone to have Subter partially dependent on the goodwill and donations of the various religious groups. However, Cybit sources report that a group of young Netzer fanatics, implacably opposed to our Me Cloud avatar-only program, has infiltrated Subter looking for one of those autistic misfits who can help them write a software patch to bring our system down.
That's okay. We can deal with an external system delivery attack easily enough, particularly when you have those.
I understand it, and forgive me if I'm wrong, they aren't planning an external attack. It's more of an internal one, where they go into the Me Cloud as conscious but unrecognized avatars and use these to stop the system. Actually, quite clever if you ask me.
Fortunately, we're not asking you. It doesn't matter what people think, because we can control what they do. And if not, we can re-educate them forcibly.
And we don't want the situation to get out of hand. And we certainly don't want Netzer trying to unite the denizens of Subter to bring together some sort of interfaith revolutionary wing. So we need to act fast. Sarpedon, you are in charge of our civilian cyber avatar operatives. What do you think?
I'll tell you what to think. Just let them get into the system in a controlled way. And then let them have it. All virtual maser guns blazing. By the time they get back into the real world, they'll either be compliant citizens or zombies.
Well, I may have a bit of a job getting my people to process this. We had enough problems getting the cyber avatarists to run virtual avatars, knowing that the original owners had been killed, terminated.
This is your area of responsibility, Sergeant. If you can't handle it, you can resign, and I'll have your people transferred to strict military control.
There'll be no need for that, and you probably have to mess with their real and their virtual heads to get them to cooperate with you. As a bunch, they're anomalous aberrants, and we play sophisticated mind games in Mindev to keep everyone in line.
Just get it done! We'll make sure that Nextler think they have broken into the system and are switching the program off. You ensure that the system is well protected, and then, frankly, mess with their heads. I want a consolidated report on my desk within 48 hours.
London fools, granted their plan is inspired. They're meddling, intruding, and simply assuming they'll get away like a child. But that's all they are, children with brave, loyal hearts. I'll stifle their scheming, but won't stop their screaming when I scarify these stealth avatars. Follow the system, and the system will follow you. Strike out, and there's nothing I can do. I'm the queen of the castle, at the top of the hill. And trust me when I say I wouldn't get in my way when I go for the kill. So let's watch these rebels. Oh, let's just watch them try. The SAS and UNO will always stamp out any foe, dead or alive. Follow the system, and the system will follow you. Strike out, and there's nothing I can do. Follow the system, and the system will follow you. Strike out, and there's nothing I can do.
So, we have inserted you into the Me Cloud as unregistered avatars. You only have a short amount of time to find the data repository and insert the lines of code we've given you.
Each differential backup saves the data that's changed since the last full backup. Now they've been very hazy with the frequency of backup, but there's one scheduled in the next 4 minutes. So we reckon we have 4.35 minutes to get in there, slip in our code, cover our tracks, and get out.
Fortunately, UNO are very, very confident with their security system, and they only have differential backup. Are you still ready to give it a go?
Yeah, I think. Come on, Aniko, I'll go first. Just name my avatar National Benjaminidor. You know, first bad boy to walk into the Red Sea, head deep till the sea split.
Okay, yalla!
Whoa, it's really spacey in here. Not at all like our real outside. Concentrate. Remember what Anarcho said. We've got to negotiate these digital tunnels and get to the repository soon as. Yes, and look out for any exceptions or faults that look like invalid memory access. Come on, Darren. Wow, press Elliot. Thought you were a scaredy cat.
Steady, rats are entering the trap. Ready? Have you scanned their avatar sequences? Okay, phase to stun, as they used to say. We don't want to kill them, just incapacitate them and then reverse engineer. It won't really hurt them, will it? Oh, an order's his orders, and I'm not really responsible for what happens. Mind you, they do have some valid points to make. Oh, well, make it so. Stop! Stop! It isn't meant to be like this. It's meant to be a gentle turning and repositioning.
Sergeant, if you can't cope with this, we'll have to take it over.
No, it's just the shock of seeing the effects. I'll carry on. I can't let this go on. Their brains will be scrambled forever. They might as well be dead. What if they were my own children? Colleagues, listen to me very carefully. There's been a small change of plan. We are completely in control of the situation, so we're going to allow the dissidents to make the software change. But we'll control it, so it's temporary. Avatars, can you hear me? I'm Sarpedon, Permanent Under-Secretary for Defence. We know what you're trying to do.
We're after justice for those being forced into the avatar-only me cloud. Everyone has a right to live a naturally long life. No one should be terminated, no, killed, because we aren't sharing out the world's resources fairly.
Or spending wealth on things that don't matter, and people who do.
People like our grandparents, we have to save them and make sure other grandparents don't end up in the me cloud.
I have more sympathy for your views than you can imagine. But all I can do for you now is to stop your brains being fried. And I think I might just allow you to slip in your line of code. It will only be temporary, mind, and I'll have to erase our little chat from your physical and virtual memories to protect us all. You've got 2 minutes to slip down the digitunnel that I'm indicating, make the change, and get out. A picosecond after the deadline, and your deadlines of code yourselves.
Whoa, what happened there?
How do we get back to the Goldstein Centre?
And where's the narco-bot?
Oh, I'm here right behind you. High fives all round. Are we or are we not awesome?
Yeah.
But I better be getting back to Subturn. I'll need to debrief Mother. She'll be getting anxious. Well done again.
I don't like, did we get in and get out? And did we set the code?
I think we must have done. I have a vague memory of me and Alpha making the change. But then we must have triggered some Ultra Defender program.
And I'm guessing it didn't recognise our avatars, so it just quarantined us and then threw us out without further damage. And then I think our real selves took over and brought us back to the safety of the Goldstein Centre. Yes, we come from emergency big funds where you know.
Citizens, by now you will have heard of our emergency cessation of the Avatar-only Me Cloud program. We received intelligence of a cyber attack on our national values and way of life by dissident and extremist elements who are planning to plant false avatars into our network. We have preempted them by bringing the Avatar-only program to a temporary halt. Such extremism is quickly becoming the most destabilising and dangerous global force since the Mumsnet riots 20 years ago. We have a clear plan for direct intervention against these dissidents. We expect the Me Cloud program to resume within 30 days. In the meantime, as always, your courage, your cheerfulness, and your resolution will bring us victory.
Whoa, we did succeed. Yeah, woo! But what are we going to do now? We've only got a month. And after all that, Grandma and Grandpa could be in trouble all over again. I couldn't bear that. There, Sherry. Between us, we must be able to think of something. And what about my original idea? Getting, what's that nice phrase? People of the faith together to talk about what's the state of the Me Cloud. Progressive Islam, United Collective Church, the Jedi, they've all got youth movements. Now that the system's stopped, we should get them to work with their parents and then join us.
Yeah, what's that Grandpa always says? The meek shall inherit the earth. If that's okay with you guys. So a bunch of liberals come together demanding change or else. What? They'll get up a petition? I'm
Jaren keeps hiding away from UNO. Our labour is the ultimate weapon we own. If we can persuade masses of people to withdraw their labour, you know what I mean, stop working, that would be really powerful. I bet loads of people would join in. We could go on an all-out strike.
Whoa, Hania, you're amazing. I probably know all this.
Auntie Bella.
Well, that proves the meat-cloud avatars aren't independent.
I knew they'd want to try. Come on, guys, mass communication doesn't have to be just one way. I bet liberal Judaism knows loads of dudes from the interfaith communities who will get the flash mob of strikers demanding the end of the avatar only.
And look, wow, they've even taken off their working uniform. Don't you just love the handwritten banners? Very retro. I feel my own books. So look, they're touching their heads. They're messing with the heads of the second avatar.
But who's that in the front? Anarcho? Cydia? What are they doing there? They're not touching their head. No, they seem to be starting a distributed denial of service attack. How can they do that? Wait, can you feel that in your inchip? They use small amounts of power on a large number of inchips. Even the UNO staff must be contributing. Yes, here comes the emergency vidcast.
Fellow citizens, I am very pleased to be able to announce that not only have we now successfully dealt with the security threat facing us, we have done so at a considerable and ongoing budget saving. I am delighted to say this now effectively does away with the need for the avatar-only programme, which ceases with immediate effect. Our older citizens are precious and special. Let no one be in any doubt. We do not want families to be ripped apart. We can keep on building a better future for our children and make sure our destiny matches our history. And now let us sing the UNO National Anthem.
There's absolutely nothing to worry about. It's only a little global difficulty, and our strategy will be back on course in very short order.
And those traitors, Anarcho and Cydia?
They're being hunted as we speak, as indeed is Sarpedon, the slithering little traitor.
But what if there's another mass withdrawal of labour?
Ah, we're ready to vaporise every random 10th person that strikes. By the time that they know what's happening, it's going to be too late.
I'm not sure that's going to be an effective threat anymore. The people have spoken, and we must at least be seen to be listening. The logical approach is to use our strengths against our opponent's weaknesses. And work out exactly what that is.
And meanwhile, we wait.
Wait and see if a desperate bunch of liberals, miscellaneous religious liberals at that, can ever come to a single conclusion about anything.
We flew into the eye of the storm and the clouds have blown away. We got what we came for, the return of better days. It wasn't easy, we lost and we gained. It wasn't easy, we took hold of the reins. It wasn't easy.
strength of liberal Judaism was that it confronted the challenges of our time. Well, I never dreamed that my own grandchildren would be in the front line.
And there was I, thinking I was going to have a nice quiet time in the meat cloud. Oh, I'm only kidding, I'm only kidding. I can't believe it's all behind us, and that we now don't have to pretend that we weren't terrified.
Children, I'm so proud of you, standing up like that and being counted.
And what an achievement of founding fathers.
And mothers.
Founding fathers and mothers. We've been pretty impressed with you lot.
Well, we never would have been able to do it without Anarcha and Olivia.
I guess the problem now is to make sure it all lasts.
Oh, don't correct. Look at those millions of people who came out and struck against the wall. Really galvanised by the whole campaign. They won't be fogged up in the future.
Rose is right. If we all unite together against UNO, they will have to listen.
I bet if we can keep us up, assert our own power, we can force changes or even topple those in power.
Hold it, hold it. We'll still have ears. And of course, you're talking Nashkai. Rubbish. Do you think the UNO are just going to roll over after such a smack in the mouth? How long do you think this interfaith loving is going to last? Yes, it's easy to come together to address specific issues, but there are still too many different dogmas. Sure, most of us hold moderate views.
And we're the ones that have been complacent.
We have, but it's the extremists who have the motivation to try and bring their interpretation of God's will to fruition. And if they start all that scary stuff again, it'll play straight into the UNO's hands. And then you'll see soon enough how the UNO will reinforce the idea of religions being in conflict.
Well, I think the world will never be the same again.
No, it'll be worse.
No, it won't be, Uncle Taylor.
Oh, it will be if everyone goes on thinking like you. Jared's right. We've started something we can build on.
Never thought I'd get to hear Big Sis say I was right.
Shut up, Jared.
That's more like it.
Oh, we're all right today, Jared. Auntie Rose is right. If we work together, we can build a better, kinder new world. What did Auntie Bella used to say? Keep pushing our ethical values, our love of life, and practical acts of kindness and charity.
Don't forget, you don't have to finish your job, but you do have to do your bit. Do like that one too.
Good old Auntie Bella. And look, here are some little ones who won't have to worry about saying goodbye to their grandparents anytime soon. Come on, Grandma. Let's play as Addie and her grandpa. I know. Let's play Grandmother's footsteps. Can we? Please? But who's going to be Grandmother? That's I want to be Grandmother.
And now one day, maybe she will be.
Oh, yes!
As our sages say, if your actions speak louder than your words, then your words will endure.
But if your words speak louder than your actions, your wisdom will not endure.
Liberal Judaism survives in 2064 by remaining an active force for good in the lives of Jews and other faith communities. Now it has established itself as a movement that confronts the challenges of the time for everyone. But the world remains a dangerous place to live, not, as Einstein said, because of evil people, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. Will liberal Judaism still be around in 2114? Will the UNO be dispatching the elderly, the dissident, and those unable to work to the virtual-only me cloud for the trip of an eternal lifetime? To find out, join us here in another 50 years, in 2114.
storm and the clouds have blown away. We got what we came for, the return of better days. It wasn't easy, we lost and we gained. It wasn't easy, we took hold of the reins. It wasn't easy, we jumped into the fast lane. We'll never again be put to shame. The youth shall see wonderful visions, the old shall dream dreams. There are wonders in the heavens, and we prepared the scenes. It wasn't easy, we lost and we gained. It wasn't easy, we took hold of the reins. It wasn't easy, we jumped into the fast lane. We'll never again be put to shame. If you do more than you say, what you say will last forever. But if you say more than you do, your words will conquer never. It wasn't easy, we lost and we gained. It wasn't easy, we took hold of the reins. It wasn't easy, we jumped into the fast lane. We'll never again be put to shame. It wasn't easy, we lost and we gained. It wasn't easy, we took hold of the reins. It wasn't easy, we jumped into the fast lane. We'll never again be put to shame.
Travel and news to come at 8 o'clock here on BBC Three Counties Radio. But next Sunday, here's something I want to tell you about. There's a new multimedia science fiction musical being presented at the Northwood and Pinner Liberal Synagogue. It's called 2064 Hard New World.
These young daring fools, granted their plan is inspired.
And it projects the future of faith in a hard new world.
Assuming they'll get away.
So welcome to 2064. Life is virtual and real and rationed. And this is really an interesting idea. Imagine a post-apocalyptic world where resources are scarce, yet computer technology is so advanced that digital life and real life blend seamlessly. Everyone has a glamorous online avatar in the so-called Me Cloud. But real life is hard and everyone starts work at 13. And now the world government of 2064 will implement an avatar-only programme for the over 70s. And their physical resource demands are terminated.
Queen of the castle, at the top of the hill. And trust me when I say I wouldn't get it my way when I go for the kill.
That's Lydia Boffey singing her own composition, Skiller on the Warpath from 2064 Hard New World. It's taking place then at 2 o'clock and at 5 o'clock next Sunday the 16th of November at the Northwood and Pinner Liberal Synagogue.
This was written by Judy Hearn with help from Sam and one or two others. The music comes from the most talented group of young people we're unfortunate enough to have in this synagogue. We're also lucky to have acquired recently two wonderful professionals. professional musicians who have also been hugely influential in what's going to be going on here. This has been a very, very short rehearsal time for this show, and we had half-term intervened as well, which didn't help because everybody went away. But it's been a lot of fun. Judy, it's an inspired show, and I'm sure we can do more with it. Judy, where is she? She's hiding. Judy, no. Absolutely.
Ruth has been absolutely astonishing. I think that's going to be the first of many bouquets.
That's it, folks.
Okay. Right, listen. Watch it, Michael. We don't need to see you. No one's going to be looking at you.
Sorry,
It's really
So let's now join together to sing the anthem of the UNO.
Now, I know the little girls will have brought on their banner before that, won't they? That's where they come with their banner.
Our beloved and aptly named United Nations Organization.
What?
Are they going to bring the banner on now?
Let's have the start of the music and then they'll come on.
Do you come on with the banner? I've got the banner here if you want to.
The world is a safer place today we wash. This is Lena. We hold up the tides and a harmful rays to walk in the sun once more. The UNO guides and gives us home. How much we love the UNO.
We'll come back to that as well, alright? I just want to get through all this now.
Judy,
Yes.
I'm going to go and find the park and
Yeah.
focus the lights.
What?
I'm going to go up and focus the lights.
Okay, fine. Right, so you get the idea. I've got your banner here, incidentally. It's perfectly safe. No, it's all right. You don't need